All right, so we're going to jump into our first play from this playbook in this formation, and it's going to be the play cross. Now, the reason I like this play is specifically the solo receiver route. Right, the other routes are pretty good, but the solo receiver route does a really good job of either completely beating cover zero, like the man corner, or you get an outside release, which leads to a lot of wins down the field. So I'm going to call Overstorm Brave, and I'm going to press. And you notice how it has that kind of outside release anyways? So right there you see, boom. And actually got to get Sean Taylor out of there from a previous example. I wanted him there for the zone coverage. So let me go ahead and put I'm going to put my best corner there, and that's going to be Marcus Peters. So give me 1 second. There. Just move from there, and then we'll put Marcus Peters in. And we'll come on cross, and we'll press. I like the max protect if I know the pressure's coming. And you see how he gets that outside release? It's really good if I'm using a free form lob pass, and we're probably throwing that at like a 10 o'clock pass speed, almost like a 10:30. Or if you can catch them, what's cool sometimes you can catch them while they're pressing. It's like if I snap this while he's pressing, that was not a great example, but when he gets a little bit closer, sometimes I'll run just like right past him. And they won't even get the jam, you know what I'm saying? Like right there. No jam whatsoever. That's a guaranteed win if they get no jam. So that's pretty cool, right? So you got that, and then of course you have the crossing routes on the opposite side of the field, which not very easy for the user to cover in a cover zero. Now this RB route, I showed you in the opening intro video that you can motion over. A lot of times it'll cause him to get an inside release, and I actually kind of like the spacing better. I do like to keep the in route and the tight end blue route. Of course, he didn't get the inside release there, but you know, you got dual crossing routes at different levels, breaking across the field at different times. Or what you could do is just drag the guy, which I've been known to do, because drag's obviously very good against man coverage. Kind of pass lead to drag away, and that was a horrendous inaccurate throw. But the main feature of this is, okay, my opponent's gonna go ahead and cover zero, press me, boom. I'm gonna take a shot. And they're gonna learn their lesson real quick. So they're gonna have to start putting that safety in now a deep blue, which allows you to put other players out on the field on routes. In this defense, the safety would be on the halfback, so now I can do some more things with my halfback. You can also, if they're shading over the top, so like if they shade over the top, you'll see on the right side of the screen, there's no press. See, there's no press at all. You can put one of those guys on a curl route if you feel like your opponent's starting to shade over the top. So I would typically put the far outside receiver on a curl route and just leave the play as so. So shade over the top is going to be it'll be really easy to just boom. Quick little curl route. So that's great against the cover zero. That's really what we use that play for. Now, of course, deep crossing routes do a very good job of beating zone coverage too. So if your opponent fools you and they're like, you know, they've been running a lot of man coverage, all of a sudden they switch into zone, just have no fear. You'll be totally fine. Crossing routes with, even if you believe the halfback route, and like say it's a Tampa 2 pressed. One, if it's a Tampa 2 pressed, you could probably still hit this streak route with an outside pass lead. Two, the crossing routes, decent at getting open, right? Now, of course, I took an interception there. It was a horrendous pass lead because I'm trying to show an example, but crossing routes still very good against zone coverage, right? But primary function, beating cover zero. Now, does it work as well against two-man under? No, it does not, because the corner plays in trail coverage, and we'll always get like the same press animation, and then of course there's safety help over the top. So cover one hole, it still does a very similar job. You get less of the instant win in the cover zero, and I'm sure as soon as I say this, he'll just instantly beat him off the line. But nope, you get that outside release. So it's still, as long as there's no safety help over the top, you still kind of have that. But for 2 man under, we have a couple other plays that we really like against 2 man under. So that's the play cross. That's what we use it for. And really just go out there and kind of read what your opponent's doing. And if you catch a guy who's just really reliant on kind of bullying you with a cover 0 blitz, this is a great way to punish him.